Do I actually look good today? That's unusual. That's something new. Hello my beautiful dolls, my name is Reyes and welcome to my stunning YouTube channel. So, today I want to sit down and... oh my god, I'm so fast. Anyway, I want to sit down and show you my everyday makeup routine. Now, I do not wear makeup every day. I wear makeup sometimes, like regular makeup, when I'm feeling fancy or feeling like putting on makeup. And recently I've been wearing makeup like on a daily quite often. It's a moment. It's I don't know how long it will last, but hopefully it will last for longer than just like a month or something. Anyway, it's a very easy, very like not a lot of foundation, not a lot of everything, because like I usually, when I do my makeup, like even when I'm going out anywhere, I am wearing the same amount of makeup that I wear when I'm doing drag, which is like crazy. I know, but I kind of get tired of like just piling on makeup and just like being full coverage all the time, and I kind of wanted to tone it down a little bit. So I came up with this routine, if you will, which takes me like an hour, maybe like 40 minutes if I'm like really fast and I really need to get ready like quick. Minimum coverage, black smoky eye, lots of highlighter, lots of bronzer, also freckles. Yeah, I've been obsessed with freckles. So yeah, this is what we're gonna do. And before we get into the whole tutorial, the whole shablam, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and ring the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a brand new video. Jesus Christ, I am so fast today. I had a Red Bull. I'm caffeinated. Let's go. Okay, so I usually multi-prime, and what I use are the Ordinary High Adherence Silicone Primer. God, it's so bright. Hope you can see it. If you can't, the product is on the screen. So yeah, this is kind of a silicone all over primer that I do and put just all over my face, and then I kind of spot prime. Is that a thing? It's a thing for me. With the Professional Pore Minimizer by Benefit. A lot of people have been using it like in the past. If you remember like beauty bloggers, beauty gurus on YouTube like Patrick Starr, James Charles, they used to rave about this thing, and I kind of hopped on the train of using this primer like a very long time ago, and I'm still using it. I don't know, it kind of works for me. I kind of like it. So I take that much Ordinary High Adherence Silicone Primer. I'm just gonna massaging it all over my face. By the way, I already have skincare on, like the serum, the moisturizer, everything. I'm not wearing sunscreen because it's 6 p.m. and I'm not going anywhere, so there's no point in that. Pressing it in, making sure that it's in my pores everywhere. I love this primer. It's like, it's not drying, it's very silicone-y, and I feel like silicone primers can be very drying at times, and I feel like this one is very moisturizing in a way. I don't know if it's like actually moisturizing, but it feels really nice on the skin. By the way, I bleached a piece of my hair. I don't know if you can see. I'm a urine blonde now. What do you think? I kind of like it. It's like a moment, a little raccoon LAX inspired moment. Now I really look like an AliExpress version of LAX. I don't know why I'm so hyper. Well, I had Red Bull, that's why. Usually when I do my videos, I'm just like, hi guys, what's going on? And now I'm just like, la da 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 da. I'd rather be caffeinated and crazy than be not energized and just like sad and everything. So I'm applying Benefit Professional just like on the T-zone. There's a little hair on my... it's gone. Yeah, so on my T-zone and pretty much all over my forehead, because my forehead is a little bit, well, not a little bit, it's quite oily. Another thing, I used to set my primer with setting powder before applying foundation, and I still do it when I do drag because it kind of helps with foundation staying matte a little bit longer. But with this makeup, I usually just go right in with foundation, you know? Okay, so foundation. If you know me, I love good full coverage, but recently I've been obsessed with Fit Me by Maybelline in the shade 100. I feel like it's one of the lightest shades. I think they have 95. It's like the palest one, and that's like the second palest one. When I bought it, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna use it, but it's been sitting in my drawer for like a couple of months, and recently I just kind of tried it, and not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, I kind of like it. I feel like it's similar kinda to Face and Body in a way. I mean, I feel like Face and Body is very like liquidy. This one is like liquidy too, but it's like a little bit creamier than Face and Body. Anyway, so what I like to do is I like to really just put it on my hands and just go. I know I look crazy, but trust me, we're gonna get there. Everything is gonna be fine. And I kind of just pat it with my hands. Yeah, I just go in and apply it with my hands. I probably look insane right now. And I know I said like minimum coverage and everything, but like trust me, I'm gonna go in with Beauty Blender. I feel like this just helps to kind of distribute the product faster and easier. Going down the neck. So now I'm just taking my beauty sponge or Beauty Blender, call it whatever you want, making sure that everything is nice and seamless. So what this foundation does is just basically kind of evens out my skin tone, because I have a little bit of redness and post-acne and everything. So I feel like it really helps to just even out the skin tone and make sure that I don't look like a zombie. The Walking Dead. If you want to cast a new zombie, call in. Okay, so I feel like I need a little bit more, and I'm just gonna go like on top of the Beauty Blender, apply it where I need a little bit more coverage. And it's not like I want like crazy amount of it, it's just I wanna make sure that it's nice and even, nice and gorgeous. What? I need to stop. I need to calm down, literally. Calm down, Mariah. Okay, so concealer. I do not wear a lot of concealer when I'm wearing this makeup because I feel like foundation is doing just enough of coverage. But I like to spot conceal just under my eyes, and like I have a little, you know, post-acne scar right here. So I'm gonna be using RCMA, the Research Conceal of Makeup Artists, Vincent Kehoe. I hope I'm pronouncing the name right. It's like this. It looks gross, I know, but I've been using this palette for a very long time, and I absolutely love these concealers. They're super full coverage, and you actually don't need like a lot to cover a certain area. So I'm just gonna take one of the lightest shades, and it's basically just to kind of slightly color correct the areas. So I'm going right here and right here, a little bit under the nose, on my chin. Again, I'm not trying to like crazy conceal anything, I'm just kind of color correcting any spots, any areas that I'm unhappy with. Taking my beauty sponge. A little update. I'm feeling way better than I used to, because in my previous video I literally was like having a panic attack every step of the makeup, and I feel like now I'm feeling a little bit better. Still not perfect, still not my best, but definitely not as bad as I used to, which is, you know, is already good news. I don't know why, but for some reason my chin is like so red. Like since 2020, my chin became like very dry and very red, and I literally have no idea why. Well, I kind of switched my skincare routine because it was not working before. It was garbage, literally. By the way, I'm gonna film a skincare routine soon, I promise, because like I asked you on Instagram if you want to see it, and it's definitely coming. I just need for some things to arrive to give you like the full fantasy, the full skincare routine. So yeah, but I switched my skincare routine, and my skin is kind of getting better. It's already like better, as you can see. Like I don't have as much texture as I used to, but my chin, yeah, for some reason like it's acting up. I don't know what's wrong with her. Taking the same palette, RCMA one, I'm just taking these two shades. I don't really contour when I'm wearing this makeup. I prefer kind of like a bronzy type of look, because I'm gonna be like applying a lot of freckles later on, and I feel like the sun-kissed type of moment looks really good on me. Yeah, I'm just plopping on a lot of bronzer. I know, that's the way I like it, and I swear I'm gonna blend it out. Just kind of roughly applying it where my cheekbones are. And sometimes I don't actually cream contour, but you know, since I'm recording this video for YouTube, I kind of want to be fancy and really take my time. And it's probably going to take me a little bit longer today just because I really want it to be like nice and perfect and everything. You know, powder contour is also fine. It's way more softer than cream contour because cream contour is like way more opaque. I mean, again, it really depends on how much you apply it, but I really like to go in and make sure that I look nice and kind of sun-kissed. I'm gonna apply a little bit under my lip. And of course the nose, we can't forget the nose. And again, on the nose, again, I go in with bronzer. I also kind of like go above my lip, giving you a little bit of Scott Barnes, J-Lo type of technique. Then I'm gonna take my beauty sponge and I kind of go back and forth with brush and with beauty sponge, kind of blending everything together. My neighbors are so fucking loud. I hope you cannot hear them, but like I can hear everything they're saying and they probably can hear me. But let me tell you something, a little tea moment. The family above me, I think they're literally like insane. They scream so loud every day, they fight all the time. The amount of toxicity I have to witness is just too much. I did not subscribe to that. Kind of want to add a little bit more bronzer. I know you're probably thinking, Maya, this is already too much. I know, but I want to go in, I want to go darker, just slightly. Taking this darker shade and just popping it in on the outer portion of my cheekbone, a little bit on the nose, just to kind of even everything out. Okay, so now I want to highlight even more with Louise base for that very bright under eye. Taking a little bit on the back of my hand and I'm just applying it with my finger, like under the eyes and also like on the sides of my nose. You know me, I love a good bright under eye, I live for it. And I kind of like to create this highlight that I usually do when I do drag, but way more softer and less visible. Just like that. On the forehead. And any residual product I just take on the beauty blender and I really go in, let everything out. And if I need to correct something, I can always go back with with a brush that I used to apply my bronzer and just kind of buff everything out. My foundation is looking great today, guys. Like, it's really, really beautiful. I'm so in love with the way I look today. Gorge. Okay, I'm gonna wet my beauty blender and then we're gonna set the whole shablam. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure that there is no creasing, like everywhere around my nose. So I'm gonna take my RCMA No Color Powder. I'm just gonna take the same sponge and I'm just gonna set everything in place. I feel like I've been overthinking makeup for a while now. Literally, I used to wear makeup pretty much every day back in the day, and then I started doing drag and all of a sudden like makeup became this serious thing, almost like work, and I kind of stopped wearing it because, you know, I got into this toxic, I literally ate some powder right now. I got into this toxic mindset of, you know, if I'm wearing makeup, it has to be professional, it has to be like full coverage, it has to be like this dramatic type of thing all the time, and, you know, eyeshadow, lashes, everything, and it's so not okay. Like, I literally like lost all the enjoyment doing my makeup. So recently I was just like, you know what, makeup used to be so fun back in the day and I want to bring that fun back. So I've been just playing with makeup more often and, you know, not caring much about, even if it looks a little bit kind of whatever, I'm still gonna wear it out, I'm still gonna have fun. Like, if you're feeling a little bit down, I want to quote this TikTok so bad. Oh my god, I don't remember like what her name is on TikTok, I'm gonna put it on my screen, but like, she's so, like, she's literally like me in a different universe. She says something like, if you're feeling a little bit down, there's nothing like buying a lip gloss. It's definitely a little pick-me-up.
If you're feeling a little depressed, there's nothing like buying a lip gloss. It's definitely a little pick-me-up.
So what I'm trying to say is, basically, if you're feeling down, like, put some makeup on, go out. I mean, wear a mask, of course, but like, even if it's just like grocery shopping, just put some makeup on and like feel your fantasy, feel like you're on the runway, bitch, because it's the end of the world, for real. Okay, so, god, I have powder over me. So yeah, now I'm gonna take fitting powder by Maybelline in the shade 100 Ivory. It's basically like the same shade as my foundation, and I'm gonna just kick off this bake. And I'm not swiping, I'm kind of like pressing in this powder that I put on before, just like not to disturb the foundation. Like, even having a little bit of foundation on is already making me feel better about myself, because the entire 2020 I feel like I spent just like looking like an ugly potato in my pajamas and occasionally just like being in drag, which definitely like brighten up the mood, but like on a daily I usually just like would look like trash and I would feel so bad about myself. And I feel like a lot of people can relate to that, because we were just like locked down in our apartments, working and like homeschooling and everything. And like, I live in a small, I always want to say like a small town, but it's actually like a city, whatever, and there's nowhere to go. I would usually like go to Moscow or something when I could, but like knowing my immune system, which is pretty much non-existent, I try to stay away from like going out and just like traveling and everything, just because I know for sure if I go out somewhere I'm gonna catch it. So I don't want that. So yeah, you know, doing this makeup and just like going even like to get some groceries, it definitely made me feel better about myself. I'm still that bitch that I always been. It's just that, you know, I had my little down moment. I'm just taking the same powder and kind of brightening the nose contouring and under the eye. I still know how to do a good face even with a little amount of makeup. Okay, so I'm just working the Louise Beige on the beauty blender, and I'm just gonna slightly apply it on the eyelids. And then taking the same RCMA powder, I'm just gonna lightly set it in place. Okay, and then going in with like face powder, making sure that it's nice and blended. Okay, now let's bronze up the complexion a little bit. I'm gonna be using first Cream Puff Rest Powder by Max Factor in the shade Nouveau Beige. Just gonna take it on a brush, really go in. Okay, now I'm gonna take Beige Cosmetics Studio Pro palette, and I'm just gonna use some of the bronzers right here. I usually use these two and this one if I really want like intense type of bronzer. I'm just gonna mix them together, really go in for that intense type of cheekbone. You probably can hear like what's going on the background. My neighbors are crazy. Like I'm not even joking, like they're totally like nuts. I don't know what they're doing. It sounds like they're dropping like furniture just like against the wall, literally. Why? America, explain. And then going in with the darker shade, just really darkening this outer corner. Is this intense? Is this too much? Probably, but you know, we're just gonna work with it. Just gonna really like darken the tip of the nose and kind of like the sides very lightly to add even more structure. Like I kind of wanted to look blended, but at the same time I really wanted to look like, you know, like I have nose and not just like some blob of bronzer. And I'm kind of like contouring just this portion of my nose just because I don't really want to go overboard. So something like this. Now I want to highlight, and I'm gonna use this white eyeshadow by Vivienne Sabo, Petit Jus. I'm not French, unfortunately. Long lasting mono eyeshadow in the shade 111. Looks like this. It's just like a very nice, very fine white eyeshadow. First time I used it, I literally like shitted all over it. I was like, oh my god, it's so bad. And now that I use it, I kind of like it. It's not as intense as Taco by Sugarpill, of course, but it's still good. It still works. For everyday makeup, for everyday like white under eye, I kind of like it. Just gonna highlight all the areas that I highlighted before. Then taking my highlighting brush that I usually use for my eyes, and I'm just gonna create like an illusion of my regular nose contouring but with eyeshadow, so it's gonna look kind of the same but slightly more diffused and not as intense. Okay, so let's do the eyes. For the eyes I'm gonna be using Louise Badda Black Base. It's like the same version of this one but in black, and I feel like it's the easier way to do like a quick smoky eye. Okay, so I'm taking my Kid & Co 1.20 brush, and I'm just taking this Louise base, and I'm gonna start mapping out the under eye first. I was never like a black smoky eye type of person, so I'm kind of focusing like the blackness on the outer corner and blending towards the inner corner, like creating this kind of faded smoky effect. This is actually like my second time using this base, and I kind of like it. It's very nice and intense, even like on top of set foundation it looks really nice and black, which is exactly what we need. I'm gonna switch to a different brush and kind of smudge it a little bit more underneath. Using the same brush, I'm kind of going upwards and connecting a lower lash line to the top lid. You don't have to use this particular base, you can actually use like eyeshadows or gel liner. I did the same look with gel liner and it worked just like as good. What I like to do is I like to kind of relax my eye and like see where I'm actually applying the base. Sometimes I can like forget to do that and I can go overboard, which is fine. I mean, I love a good like blown out smoky eye, but you know, we're not doing drag today. We're doing like regular makeup. Okay, then I'm gonna switch to a fluffier brush, which is like the same Mikey & Co, but just like the clean brush, and I'm just gonna try to diffuse edges. And taking Morphe M507 brush, I'm just gonna blending out the edges even more. Then I'm gonna take Instinct palette by Makeup Revolution, and I'm just gonna use the grays and the blacks from this palette to kind of blend out the smokiness even more, and also to set the black base that we put on earlier. So yeah, just taking a pencil brush and just dipping into the black from the palette and just basically like applying it on top of the black base just to darken it even more, but kind of focusing on it on the outer corner and kind of like in the crease almost. And it doesn't have to be like perfect because we're going for this kind of like dirty smoky eye type of look. And taking it on a smaller brush, just going on the lower lash line. Then taking a blending brush and one of the grays, I'm just gonna diffuse this black on the lid even more. Just tiny bit. It doesn't really matter because we're gonna put like a shimmery eyeshadow on top, but I just kind of want to fuse it anyway. And what's left on the brush, I'm just going on top of the black that we put on before and just kind of diffusing it, dipping into the lightest gray, just diffusing everything. Take a shot every time I say diffuse. You're gonna be drunk by the end of this video. There's nothing really crazy or special about this look. It's like a lot of just blending and diffusing and kind of making sure that it kind of works. Now I'm just going on the bottom lash line and really diffusing the black, and I'm using Morphe M507 brush, and again I'm using like the lightest gray from the palette, taking the same gray and just bringing it towards the nose very lightly. Then I'm taking lightest gray on like this fluffy blending eyeshadow brush, and I'm just really making sure that it's everywhere. And then I'm just gonna apply a little bit more of that black. Now I'm gonna take NYX Glitter Primer, and I'm just gonna apply it all over the eyelid. And I'm gonna apply it with my finger because I feel like it's the best way of applying this primer. And then I'm gonna take Necromancer from Claropsyche Real Fantasy Palette, and I'm just gonna apply it with this synthetic brush all over the eyelid and really like plopping it in. Oh, perfect. It's like a gunmetal eyeshadow. Very beautiful, very gorgeous. One of my favorites. I've been using this eyeshadow so much lately, and this palette in general. It's like one of my favorite palettes ever. Not sponsored, even though it was gifted to me. I genuinely love this brand, and I genuinely want you to support this brand because their eyeshadows are literally like the best. Okay, and then I'm kind of fading it towards the inner corner. And then I'm gonna take on a Whimsy by ColourPop, and I'm gonna pop it into the inner corner. This formula is so good. I don't think they actually have this shade on their website anymore. Oh my god, look at this. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that stunning? And I'm kind of dragging it on the lower lash line and connecting it with my upper eyelid. God, I love this shade so much. It's so pretty. And if I want it like really intense, I can like take it on my finger and really just like focus it on the inner corner. For my waterline, I'm gonna take ManlyPro Long Lasting Gel Cream Eye Pencil in the shade Eternal Night, and I'm just gonna pop it onto my waterline. The good thing about this eyeliner actually is like matte and it dries down like very quickly, so you don't have to worry about it like crumbling or like smudging or anything. So yeah, it's like really nice. Okay, so this is one I pretty much done. All I have to do is basically just put on mascara and that's gonna be pretty much it. I'm gonna do the second eye of camera and I will be right back to continue this makeup look. Yeah. Alright, so I did the second eye. This is what it looks like. I added a little bit more black. I feel like this way it looks way more gothy, way more messy. I don't know, I kind of like this look. It's like one of my favorite looks to do. It's like very easy and very fast. I wanna spray my face with Fix Plus first, just to make sure that all the powders are kind of melted into my skin. And then on top of that, I like to add Revolution Makeup Matte Fix, just to kind of really seal the deal. This is a mattifying type of setting spray, so I'm kind of creating like a balance between dewy and matte. Okay, I'm gonna powder my face very slightly just to kind of mattify certain areas because I'm gonna apply highlighter and I don't really want it to be like stuck just in one area, just slightly. I'm taking Maybelline Face Studio powder. I feel like it's very similar to Fit Me powder. It's like very fine and barely there. I'm gonna take my highlighter, just gonna pop it on, just to really like pack it on the highest points of my face. Keep it slow. Then I'm gonna take a fan brush. I don't remember like the last time I actually used a fan brush to apply highlighter. It's been like such a long time, but recently I've been obsessed with it, like especially for like highlighting my forehead and just like creating this dewy kind of look. Then I'm gonna take a smaller brush. My Kid & Co is perfect for that. I'm just gonna highlight the bridge of my nose and then a little bit on the tip. And then I'm gonna take Blacklight Highlighting Palette by BH Cosmetics, and I think I'm gonna dip into laser, like this greenish type of highlight. Recently I've been obsessed with it. I don't know if you can actually see like on camera. Oh yeah, you can definitely see it. I don't know, I just love it. I just love the way it looks. Oh my god, I forgot to highlight my ears. This is definitely what I've been doing a lot recently. I just really go in with my highlighter and I highlight the heck out of my ears. Okay, perfect. Let's do beauty marks. And you probably already know like how I do my beauty marks if you've seen my previous videos. I just take my brow tint by ManlyPro, which I've had since 2016, and there is footage of me just like sniffing the brush and realizing that it smells like a decomposing body. Probably should buy a new one. Just gonna re-intensify that mole that I naturally have in my hairline. One right here, just like that. One right here. Gorgeous. Now let's do my sister twin beauty mark, or matryoshka if you will. There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna curl my lashes up. I don't know, should I wear like falsies today or not? Okay, so for mascara, I'm gonna be using my all-time favorite Cabaret Artistic Volume Mascara by Vivienne Sabo. One of the best mascaras out there. What I really love about this mascara is you can really just like layer it and it's not crumbling, which is exactly what I'm looking for in a mascara. I wouldn't say that it's like necessarily volumizing, but you know, that's why I'm using eyelash curler. Like I'm not expecting for mascara to turn my eyelashes into falsies, but like as long as it's covering my lashes, making them black, and you know, it's not crumbling on me, that's all I need. Let me know in the comments below what is your favorite mascara, because I've been using this one for, I don't know, for as long as I can remember. There was one mascara that I used to absolutely love by Rimmel London, but I think they discontinued it for some reason. It was like Lash Accelerator or something. It had like a green cap. It was like the best. Okay, so now we need to do the freckles. And to do that, I'm gonna take you to my bathroom because it's a very messy process. So yeah, let's do it. Okay, so now that we are at my gorgeous pink bathroom, I'm gonna take my L'Oreal Magic Retouch. This is actually a hair dye, and you're probably like seeing a lot of people using this one. It's not permanent, it's temporary, so it washes off easily. And what I'm gonna basically do is I'm gonna spray my entire face, hopefully creating some freckles. Yeah, let's do it. Gorge. I feel like I'll need a tiny bit more like a little bit more. A little bit on the neck just to kind of match everything. Okay, so something like this. It's like the most quick way of doing freckles. I'm using, what shade am I using? I have no idea what shade I'm using, but L'Oreal Magic Retouch, definitely the shit for quick freckles, yeah. Okay, now, lips. If you asked me like a year ago, would you wear a lip gloss? I would probably be like, lip gloss? Ew, do not talk to me or my children ever again. But times are changing, and let me tell you something. I am obsessed with this Lifter lip gloss by Maybelline in the shade Pearl. It is so pretty. Like, I saw Jackie Aina using it on her channel. Can we talk? And it smells so good. It smells like cookies and vanilla and something sweet, and it's actually sweet. And I'm like so obsessed with the way it looks. And by the way, it's infused with hyaluronic acid, which means gonna moisturize your lips throughout the day, and it actually does. It's not sticky at all. It's like the perfect formula. I am not a lip gloss type of person. I've never worn lip gloss in my entire life. I love my matte lipsticks. It's not greasy, it's not sticky or anything. It's like the most perfect lip gloss that I've ever tried in my entire life. And the way it shines, like literal glass. We're pretty much done. I want to put like tiny stars. I feel like I'm gonna put them like in the inner corner and like somewhere on the eyes. I don't usually do that. I just want to do it like for the sake of video. Okay, I'm just gonna use my Duo glue as always. I'm using like the white one. I'm just gonna pop this tiny star. It's like a hollow star on the inner corner. Ooh, look how pretty. I don't know if you can actually see because it's like really bright, but it's like a nice little touch of something. Same here. And I feel like I'm gonna put one right here. Just because why not, right? And right here. Maybe one more right here. Okay, you know what? I want to put one more, like underneath, one more, I mean two more. Math, we don't know her.
Fuck my drag, right?
And it actually has like the actual stars, so I'm gonna try to pop these underneath. Alright, something like this, nice and gorgeous. Should I put falsies on? I love how I said like, oh my god, it's like a very simple look, nothing special, and it literally, look at me, putting like drag lashes on a few hours later, like what? Am I a pathological liar? Definitely. Do I regret doing this? Absolutely not. Oh my god, this lash is everything. I'm leaving. This is sickening. Look at this. Ooh. Gorgeous. You can tell me nothing. Absolutely nothing. Look at this. I'm gonna blow dry them. I mean, they're slightly asymmetrical, but so is my face. Okay, so I'm gonna do my hair off camera, put on my accessories and all, and I'll be back to give you the final fantasy. So there we have it, my dolls, my everyday makeup look with a little twist to it. I, of course, added my lashes and these little stars, which I haven't done before, and which is definitely not a part of my everyday makeup look. But, you know, for the sake of it, for a YouTube video, why not? I think it looks really, really nice and really, really cute. I absolutely love the lashes, and I feel like it's definitely my favorite, at least my current favorite look to do for like everyday easy glam type of moment. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and ring the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a brand new video. And I will see you in the next one. Mwah. Bye dolls.